So, before I went into book learning and book knowledge and the finding of book knowledge and the seeing it as superior, well, sometimes there are a lot of people who feel very oppressed by the knowledge in the books and how it structures the society, that they get very angry and go essentially on a book burning or book destruction rampage. And I think we all have it within us when there's stories that are written and we don't like them and we feel that they're oppressive to who we are. Then there's this desire to destroy the books and destroy the stories. And sometimes this is just symbolic, like burning a book, but I think there's a lot of people throughout history who have burned like libraries and books, and just the whole idea of whatever the culture was of the people who came before them, just because they're so angry at being oppressed and not having their voice heard. And so they just kind of want to wipe out all of that previous knowledge and that previous culture because it was oppressive, because they couldn't do their thing because of what the dominant thing was. And I mean, this is really seen throughout history with statues and with libraries and so forth being destroyed in various places. And it can also just be an active protest to destroy something, even if there are so many other copies of it. It's not like you're destroying the last one, but they're just so much that destroying one doesn't really make a dent in destroying it, because you're only destroying one. But when that becomes a mass movement, you can really destroy a lot of them. And I tend to feel very negatively about this idea of destroying books just because you're mad and just because you're angry. But I know in some Satanist groups and in some religious groups, this is the thing to do to feel validated, is to destroy the symbols of the previous thought or the previous ideology, sort of as an initiation by fire, basically. Fire of destruction. And this whole process can go very deep in terms of destruction, in terms of destroying the previous thing. But what's interesting is you don't necessarily have to burn something. You could also submerge it for long enough and essentially shred it. Like, you could do that with a book, and it would take longer and require more work than burning it, but it could still be done that way. But typically we think about burning the thing